to the United Healthcare Foundation, 6,200 adolescents ended their own lives in 2017. And that number only increases every year by 5.6%. That equals an increase by 56% every decade and 560% every century. Furthermore, 70% of suicide cases involve some sort of anxiety disorder. What are we doing? Failure crushes us to the point where we see no point in trying anymore. However, although life throws arduous complications at us, we still manage the stress we put on ourselves. While stress can push people to work harder, stress also can lead many teenagers to hopelessness at such a young age. But recognizing personal limitations and abiding by them will help teens focus on self-improvement. Firstly, in an overly competitive society, teens feel that outperforming everyone else is their destiny, instead of accomplishing their personal objectives. For instance, at the University of Pennsylvania, an elite university, 6 students committed suicide in just a span of 13 months. In one report, a student committed suicide after another peer jumped off the parking garage. And out of complete despair, she had already written a stack of goodbye letters. Pressure to succeed blinds students from their incredibly bright futures, making them feel incapable of their high expectations. Why should we encourage teens to outshine others? Why should teens peak at such an early age? Why should teens experience such intense stress at such a young age? The solution consists of 3 main parts: relax, regain confidence, recognize personal limitations. We need to lead a more peaceful lifestyle, resisting temptations to compete with the rest of humanity. For instance, in The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, the main character, Santiago, is on the hunt for a treasure in the desert, and then he's robbed, left with nothing but 2 stones. Imagine how his heart is profusely beating, leading him to eventually wanting to give up on his dreams, to give up on his destiny, to give up on his desires. We purposely exchange our mental health for a slim chance of constant success that never happens. Why not just lie in the bed of tranquility instead of giving in to the hostility of the outside world? By relieving ourselves from stress and anxiety, we can focus on self-improvement rather than improving beyond others and begin to nourish our own sanity. If teens focus on self-improvement rather than defeating everyone else, then they'll receive more satisfaction from each mini success and their individual efforts. For instance, Dr. Greenberg, a researcher for an adolescent care center, tells that whenever teenagers stop comparing themselves to others and focus on their individual efforts, they feel more powerful, aiding them to build confidence. Self-confidence is a foundation for satisfaction and inner peace, aiding teens to feel more victorious, triumphant, and worthy. The outside world tends to give people a desire to accomplish more and more and more, but focusing on an individual's many successes allows for pride and effort, not necessarily the measure of success. However, Dr. Greenberg, the same researcher from before, conducted an experiment that proved that people can improve from stress, making people see stressors as more manageable and more skillful at dealing with them. However, while stress may push people to work harder and prepare us for future events, why should we experience it so young? For instance, taking one challenging school course does not equate to taking them all at once. we still need to spread out the amount of stress we put on ourselves, because inevitably life will add more later on. Also, beneficial stress easily leads to harmful stress without the right type of control that we gain in adulthood, leading us into hurtful situations. To sum it up, teens overwhelmed with stress must learn to simply focus on self-improvement rather than improving beyond others, relieving them from excess stress. Even though stress may push us to improve, adolescents struggle to control their emotions and responses to obstacles. However, focusing on our individual efforts and taking pride in our individual efforts builds confidence, making us feel worthy. As teenagers, exceedingly stressing ourselves out is pointless, and the consequences far outweigh the benefits. Teenagers willing to dump loads of stress onto themselves have already committed suicide, because excessive stress kills their sanity and the entire point of childhood. As teenagers, we have bright futures, so let us focus on achieving these goals rather than stressing over the present. Thank you.